Again, guys, please bear with me. I thought I'd just do it just to, continue with my Power Rangers RPM Megazord reviews, so let's review the Valvemax Megazord. Basically, the Valvemax Megazord is the second main important Megazord throughout the entire series of RPM. And I think RPM was actually the first series to actually introduce two main Megazords for like the main team. I mean, think about it. Red, blue, and yellow were, part of the team, and green and black are part of the main team. So why exactly do you need two Megazords for one main team? I don't get it. But hey, that's just the way the Super Sentai worked out. And Disney's decided to just follow in its footsteps. But, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the Zords. Here we have the Shark Tail Spinner, or Tail Spinner as they call it. The Wolf Cruiser, or sometimes they call it the Black Wolf Cruiser. And we have the Croc Carrier. Now let's just talk about each of these first. Let's first talk about the Tail Spinner. The Tail Spinner belonged to Ziggy, pretty much the Comic Relief Ranger. Basically, this is shaped after a motorcycle, which is actually really nice because I've actually been waiting a long time to actually see a motorcycle-themed Zord. It's really nice looking. Its only real main objective was to basically spin around like this and just, hit the enemy. So I'm guessing the enemy was just hit by a slippery fish. Yeah, I know. I seriously am bad at telling jokes too. But really, that's all it could really do. Just spin around. Its fin on top can also spin around too. Well, yeah, fin, horn, yeah, whatever. And its wheels in the back can open up like that. But you'll see why it does that in a moment. So there we go. Now we have the Black Wolf Cruiser. This is basically a police-themed race car. Pretty much for the fact that the wolf symbol is shaped like a police badge. So that's actually that's a big thumbs up ski. Its real main attack was to use its big nose to shoot off lasers, like bang, 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 like that. So I say, alright, I can deal with that. This, of course, belonged to Dylan, pretty much the Lone Ranger, as I like to call him. So, yeah. Now we have the Croc Carrier. The Croc Carrier is a pretty interesting Zord. Here's why. It has a number 6 on its side. And now you're thinking, wait a minute, why is it number 6? I thought Gem was number 6 and Gemma was number 7. Yeah, well, we all... Oh, no, wait a minute, I'm all confused, sorry about that. Strike that. People are always under the assumption that Gem was number 6 and Gem was number 7, stuff like that. But in reality, their numbers are 7 and 8. So this explains why all the numbers are messed up on Power Rangers RPM. That's why everything's messed up. It's all because of this Zord. Now think about it. Why write a number on there if you're not going to have a ranger? If you are going to have a ranger symbol right there, the number 6 shaped like a crocodile, you got to have a crocodile-themed ranger. But they didn't. Don't understand it. Don't understand it whatsoever. Basically, the Croc Carrier was in charge of carrying both Tail Spinner and Wolf Cruiser on its little flatbeds here. It basically would open up like that, and everything would fall into place. There are 2 little holes on Tail Spinner here, and there are 2 little clips right here, I guess. You want to call them clips. And you just connect them on like so. Lift up this, and there we go. In the back, we have a single little connector here, and a single little hole right here. And the Wolf Cruiser connects like so, and there. So that's basically how they would transport around. So that's really all that Croc Carrier can really do, is just transport things around. This is what I would call a Disney version of Titanus. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for them in their Zord forms. And so, let's move on to the transformation. First, we gotta take off Tail Spinner, Wolf Cruiser, and while we're at it, we're gonna take the Tail Spinner, open up the wheels, and throw them to the back. They'll lock in, you spin them around, and then you spin this little fin. Now we got an arm. For Wolf Cruiser, take off the back wheels, then you connect them up on top of his head, and then pull out his gun till it locks. Now I got another arm. Now next up for Croc Carrier, we split them in half. And yes, I know that will happen a lot, but don't worry guys. It's easy to fix. There we go. Now what we do is separate his legs. That. Open up these black little flaps. Give him more support. Do that. And next you bring down the head here. Like that. Oh, my bad. Goes on the other way. What was I thinking? There we go. And this connects on top like so. Now we have the head form in here. Now we gotta just raise up the camera a little bit. There we go. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. I made an error, but let's hope you guys don't make the same error too. Now what you're supposed to do is take out the little helmet down here. It's usually a little hard to get out because it's under pressure, and sometimes it might break open, but mine didn't. Alright, let's just connect it back up there again. Again, sorry about that, guys. Just wasn't thinking. Thinking. Anyway, you pull out the two little flaps on each side here, and that's where you connect them. You connect the tail spinner here, and same for Wolf Cruiser over here. And finally, you take the helmet, you make sure it's lined up just about right, make sure it's straight, till you got it like this, then you connect it up on top. And there you got the Valvemax Megazord. The Valvemax Megazord looks, it's okay looking. I wouldn't say it's the greatest looking Megazord, but at least it's nice. Basically, this finishing move was like two big slashes from both Wolf Cruiser and Tail Spinner. And of course, there was a big chomp from Croc Carrier himself. So that was okay. It was nice. Oh, and also I want to show you guys is that if you open up a certain compartment of your tail spinner, I mean your Croc Carrier, you can reveal its engine cell. Now, even on the engine cell, there's a number 6. I mean, come on. I mean, this just proves that, you know, the Super Sentai was not really thinking about it this time. They kind of messed things up with the numbering system. But at least now with it open, you actually can see the crocodile talking like, rah, 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 rah. That's nice. So we just put him back in like so. He's a little difficult to get in sometimes, trust me guys, I know. There we go. That was good, huh? Good eating. Basically, in terms of articulation, each arm can do a 360, although it is very difficult because once both like snapped off. For some reason I don't know why. And then you can have them like that. Do a whole 360 again. There we go. And sometimes what I like to do is just for fun. Turn the Wolf Cruiser like that, and then you get your tail spinner like that, and you got this little fancy looking position. Now, come on. Does that really look that awesome? That looks pretty sweet looking. I'll tell you right now, that looks really sweet looking. And again, just like all other Megazords, the legs don't move. They're stuck. But it's not that bad. So I say pick him up. He is very worth it. Might I suggest the Twin Megazord Value Pack? You get 2 Megazords for the price of 1. You get the High Octane Megazord with this guy. And just like the High Octane, you get the silver stuff on it. You don't get the crappy gray. You get the silver. You get the stuff the way Japan makes it. But I unfortunately didn't. Again, this was an individual Christmas present. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you around for possibly my final Power Rangers RPM Megazord review. But until next time, I will see you around, so take care.